Welcome to geometry. Again, thank you for being here. This is not your usual period. And if it is, still thank you for being here. I'm so glad we have a pretty big group today. It makes my job better because I do miss you guys a lot. And not being at school is not the same. Teaching online is not the same. But when you guys come on,
it feels the same.
feels. What was that? See, I miss like having like in a class, you know? And
I do miss that.
yeah, I miss like not just having to teach geometry, but like having you guys in a class and having a chance to talk to you guys about other things besides geometry. So that I definitely do miss, but let's keep on going because we do have a lot to get to. Chat box. So I want you guys to speak and I want you guys to participate, but it's also sometimes hard to manage. So try to use a chat box more, unless I say like, how are you feeling from a 0 to 10? Okay. And go ahead and type that in. Thank you.
Listen.
Okay.
Oh, guess what, Miss? Guess what? Jose was talking smack.
We're not going to talk about that. Thank you so much, though.
No.
All right.
That is bad.
Today, we are going to go ahead and review finding the volume of a cylinder, and we're going to find the volume of a cone. All right. So, all right. We're going to find the volume of a cylinder and find the volume of a cone. Okay. This should be pretty quick. Before we get started officially with the actual lesson, I want us to review the do now. So the do now for a question like this one, remember where these two angles, we add the two angles. So we add 2x plus 3 plus, and then x minus 6. Do you guys know what that's equal to? Is it going to be equal to 90? Or is it equal to 180? Or is it equal to 360? What do you guys think? So I saw one response. I want to see if anyone else has either the same answer is different. I see all the answers coming in, and it is 180. So now what do I do? Well, because there's no number there, I can just leave it like that. Then I figure out what like terms are there. So I look at all of the ones with x, and I put those together. So what's 2x plus x? That's 3x. And then what's 3 minus 6? Because those are like terms. And then we've got 180. So then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I try to get x by itself. So first thing I can get rid of is the minus 3, I add 3 to each side. That leaves me with that. Okay. And then I go ahead, not by x. I want to get x by itself, so I divide by 3. So then I go ahead and I take my calculator and I go 183 divided by 3. And that's going to be equal to 61. That's your answer for that. Okay, so, all right, so let's look at question 2. So find the volume of the pyramid. So in order to find the volume of the pyramid, or volume of anything really, but if anyone knows the formula, go ahead and type it in. If you don't know the formula, then I'll give it to you. But I'll give you guys maybe like a second if you do know it. By the way, I'm going to go just because I do want to go ahead and do our new lesson and we're running out of time. But it's going to be volume is the base of the area times height divided by 3. Okay. So this area here is a rectangle or a square. So we multiply that with 12 times 12, 144, times the height, which is 8, and divide by 3. Okay. So then I'm going to take my calculator and I'm going to go 144 times 8. That's 1,152. divide that by 3. And that gives me 384. Notice that answer is on there. It is answer C. So again, make sure that you guys are somewhere. I'm trying to like rush through this lesson. Okay? All right, we're not going to review this one just yet, even though this is something I really wanted to work on yet. But all right, I'm so proud of this slide. It's volume. Today we're going to figure out the volume of what? Do you guys get this little joke? Anyone? Let me pause my. We're going to review the volume of a cone. So to find the volume of a cone, you have to, ooh, what was that about? Okay, this is a formula. This is something I do want you to write down, okay? All you have to write down, and let me write it for you. So this is all I want you to write down. This part. Okay. Volume of a cone. And then, so volume is equal to pi r squared times height divided by 3. And no. Instead, focus on writing your stuff down. Let's go to the next slide. All right, so all we're gonna do today, is find the volume of a, of a cone. So, okay, yeah. So we have, if we go back to our last slide, the volume of a cone is pi r squared h over 3. So I'm just gonna write that here, pi r squared h divided by 3. And we're gonna plug stuff in now. So the volume, that's what we're trying to find. We're trying to find V. What does pi stand for? What number? Type it into the chat box.
Huh?
Hold up. How are you?
What? Miss? Did you see what's on the chat box?
How are you unmuted?
I just clicked
And,
on mute. I just clicked it. That's it.
oh, because I allowed it. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Sorry. Now you shouldn't. Not to be rude, but you know. All right, good. 3.14. All right, so we have 3.14. And what's my radius? So remember, in a circle, the radius is this part right here. So what's my radius? And to answer your question, Joel, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. My radius is 8. So then I do 8 squared because notice it's radius squared. And what's my height? Thank you, Ariel, 18. And then you divide it by 3. So then you take, what's 8 squared? Does anyone know what 8 times 8 is? And I'm just gonna, whatever the answer is, type here or right here. So what's 8 times 8? Don't all type it in at once. So that's what we got. Box. Whoa, what is this? Okay. Type in
This?
box what this means. And I don't want to hear you say it. Don't. What is the first thing I've said? First of all, that's
Sorry, my mistake.
but you got it, Ariel.
Do you see
I
mine?
get it.
Moonwalk.
Do you see mine?
From from Michael Jackson.
Did you see mine?
And then who was that? Ajan? Oh wait, Joel. Yes, I did. I saw Ajan and I saw Joel's and Ariel's in the picture. Okay. Although technically that one only kind of goes to our first.
What are those?
I feel like Ariel, I'm gonna have to, I don't know if you can, again, you guys know what,
Am I done?
but do the do now, called do now for 5/26/20. The exit ticket will be up actually it should be up right now at 9:30. It automatically goes up. And then complete the do now for next class if you can, okay? So that, and the reason I put red,
Yeah.
green was because red means it's late, yellow means like it's due.
It's kind of like a traffic light.
Excuse me, I'm still
thing.
talking, thank you. And then green
Sorry.
means that it'll be due soon, all right? Now, if you have any questions or comments, now is a great time to